Imagine being in a relationship where you feel truly seen, heard, and understood, where your partner knows exactly what to say and do to make you feel loved and cherished. Sounds like a dream, right? But what if you could make it a reality by simply learning to speak your partner's love language? Love is a language that everyone speaks, but not everyone understands. In this video, we'll explore the 5 love languages and how discovering your partner's language can transform your relationship into a deeper, more meaningful connection. Love and discovering your partner's love language. Love is often described as a feeling, but in reality, it's more than just emotion. It's action, attention, and intention. While you may deeply care about someone, expressing that love in a way they truly feel and understand can be the difference between a thriving relationship and one that slowly falls apart. This is where the concept of love languages comes into play. Popularized by Dr. Chapman in his best-selling book, The 5 Love Languages, the idea is simple but transformative. People give and receive love in different ways, and when we learn to speak our partner's love language, we build deeper emotional connection, trust, and satisfaction. Let's explore what love languages are, why they matter, and how discovering your partner's love language can transform your relationship. What are the 5 love languages? According to Dr. Chapman, the 5 primary love languages are: 1. Words of affirmation. This love language revolves around spoken or written expressions of affection, praise, encouragement, and appreciation. People who value this language feel loved when they hear kind words like "I love you," "You mean so much to me," or "I'm proud of you." 2. Acts of service. For some, actions speak louder than words. This could be making your partner breakfast, doing chores without being asked, or running errands to lighten their load. These people feel most loved when you go out of your way to make their life easier. 3. Receiving gifts. It's not about materialism, it's about the thought behind the gift. Whether it's a handwritten note, a surprise coffee, or a meaningful souvenir, this love language values symbolic gestures that show "I was thinking of you." 4. Quality time. Undivided attention is key. This love language is all about being present, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Whether it's a long conversation, a date night, or a walk in the park, the goal is meaningful togetherness. 5. Physical touch. This isn't just about intimacy. Hugs, holding hands, a kiss on the forehead, or sitting close all communicate love to someone who values physical touch. It's about feeling safe, connected, and cared for through physical presence. Why knowing your partner's love language matters. Every relationship involves effort, but not all effort has the same impact. You might be expressing love the way you want to receive it, but if it's not aligned with how your partner feels loved, your gestures might miss the mark. Imagine giving your partner thoughtful gifts every week, but what they really crave is quality time. They might appreciate the gifts, but still feel emotionally distant. You're both trying, but speaking different languages. Understanding your partner's love language allows you to give love more effectively. Your efforts actually resonate. Avoid misunderstandings. You stop assuming love is missing when it's just being expressed differently. Strengthen emotional intimacy. When someone feels truly seen and understood, trust deepens. Heal conflict faster. Miscommunications reduce and empathy grows. How to discover your partner's love language. It's not always obvious what someone's love language is, especially if you've been in autopilot mode or haven't had these conversations before. Here are steps to discover it. 1. Observe their behavior. People often give love the way they want to receive it. If your partner frequently compliments you or writes you notes, words of affirmation may be their language. If they're always doing little things to help you, acts of service could be their way. 2. Notice what they complain about. Listen closely to what your partner says when they're feeling hurt or disconnected. Complaints like, "You never spend time with me," or "I feel like you don't appreciate what I do," are strong clues to their unmet love language. 3. Watch how they react. Which gestures make their eyes light up? Do they lean into a hug more than a compliment? Do they light up when you bring home a small gift or when you plan a surprise date? 4. Ask directly sometimes. The simplest way is the best way. Have an open conversation. You might ask, "When do you feel most loved by me? What makes you feel closest to me?" What could I do more often that makes you feel appreciated? There's also a free love languages quiz you can take together, which can be a great activity to deepen understanding. Adjusting to speak their love language. Once you've identified your partner's primary love language, the next step is learning to express it, even if it doesn't come naturally to you. Here's how to adapt. 1. Be willing to learn. Maybe your partner's love language is physical touch, but you're not naturally affectionate. Or maybe they value words, but you're not used to verbal affirmation. Lean into growth. Love is not about convenience, it's about care. 2. Create habits. Make expressing their love language part of your routine. Set reminders if needed. For instance, send a morning affirmation text, schedule weekly quality time, or make a habit of small, thoughtful gestures. 3. Don't forget your own love language. You matter too. Share your love language with your partner. Love is a two-way street, and mutual understanding leads to a more fulfilling relationship. When love languages are different, sometimes couples have completely different love languages, which can create frustration. One partner feels unappreciated, while the other feels misunderstood. But this isn't a deal breaker, it's an opportunity. Rather than insisting your partner should understand you intuitively, approach the difference with curiosity and patience. Love languages aren't rigid boxes, they're tools for empathy. The goal is not to match perfectly, but to care deeply enough to learn each other's emotional world. Final thoughts. Love is a practice. Love isn't just something you feel, it's something you do. And doing it well means learning the unique emotional language of the person you care about. When you take the time to discover and speak your partner's love language, you don't just make them feel loved, you make them feel understood, valued, and safe. And that is the foundation of lasting connection. So take a step today. Observe, ask, explore. Love is not about grand gestures or perfect compatibility. It's about effort, attention, and the small, consistent acts that say, I see you, I know you, and I choose to love you in the way you feel it most.